all Dawn chase begins again. So a lot of chase, a lot of running around, a lot of cars, high-speed chases.
Yeah, I think
Just look at her.
I think the action in this film is very different for the simple reason because Farhan, when he wanted to do action in this film, he went and got this guy called Kanishk from the Shaolin Temples in China, who came and he taught us all these martial arts. And how he differentiated with each character is what I really like about the action in the film. Like Shahrukh is very good at trapping and he knows, oh, these are the pressure points. If I hit a person at, the guy can die, or you know what can happen to him. Priyanka is good at one particular martial art, which is like she's very good with these chains, you know, and which have got like these darts at the end of it. And she's done really well the way she swings it, and she's really trained hard in it. I don't know if she's trained or not, but it looks like she's trained really hard in it. Okay, and there's Baman who's very good with knives. And he's given this whole brute force kind of an action to. So I think everybody's way of fighting is very unique and different, though it's very realistic, and it is not like we are like crouching tiger or like we're on cables and we're flying around. You know, it's none of that. I love the para jumping sequence of Shah Rukh's. I think that's fantastic. So it's very nice, real, cool action. But not over the top action.
जैसे कि but I think it seems to be the age of remakes and sequels and all that. So is there somewhere ideas are getting lost somewhere in the industry? Is it like a positive idea is used, or it's just too easy to make all these remakes?
See, I think remakes are made all the time. I think a lot of remakes that are made even in Hollywood, you know, but we never kind of tell them why you're making a remake. Like the Born Identity, for example, which is a great action film, which was remade again. And there are lots of films like the Titanic, or there are many films that are remade. I think it's better to be honest when you're remaking a film and actually go ahead and make a proper remake, like the way I think Dawn has done. They've made a correct adaptation of the same film, and I think it's better to be honest and make remakes rather than buy a DVD and say, oh, this is an original story and I'm making this film.
जैसा कि आपने कहा था कि प्रियंका ने मार्शल आर्ट्स सीखे एंड यू थिंक शी इज़ परफेक्ट इन दैट. कभी आप पर आजमाया है उसने मार्शल आर्ट्स?
हाँ जी,
आप पर कभी आजमाया है उसने मार्शल आर्ट्स?
प्रियंका ने नहीं, मुझ पर तो नहीं आजमाया है, लेकिन शाहरुख पे बहुत आजमाया है. But yeah, she's very good. I think Priyanka's done a really, really good job.
Anybody else?
If given a chance in which remake film would you like to act?
I've been given a chance to act in Dawn as a remake film. And in the future, oh God. Oh, I think it's too much pressure to act back in a remake.
Do you think it's easier to do a remake in that sense? Because you have a story, you have a set screenplay,
I don't know. I think it's very difficult to make a good film, and I think it's just how you approach a film. If it's a remake or if it's an original subject, finally, whatever you're making is a new film. And at the end of the day, I think to make a good film requires a lot of hard work.
Arjun, आपने बात चल रही है फिल्म बनाने की, तो we want to congratulate you as you are turning a producer.
Turn.
Yeah, turn. So उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए, like your film and your.
I'll tell you all later when my film is going to release. Let's just talk about Dawn only now. Yes, I have produced my first film. It's called ICU, and you'll see the trailers, so don't miss it because they are with Dawn, and it'll be out in January most probably. And it's a fun film.
Just one more question. When Farhan approached you with playing this character of Pram Sabin, the original is a much older character and stuff. So what was your reaction?
For starters, I think we got rid of one child. Pran Saab had 2 kids, so now I have only one. I have Deepu, there's no Munni, and yes, of course. I mean, he has styled me in a very different way, and. Pran Saab used to work in a circus, and I think the circus culture is kind of over now. I don't see circuses anymore. I don't think my children have gone to a circus. So I don't work in a circus anymore. In fact, I am a computer security software engineer.
Any challenges you faced while playing the character?
Yeah, I think it was very difficult to do action with a limp. I found that very hard because I'm very used to doing action as a healthy, normal person. So it was difficult because I could not bend one leg, and so it becomes a bit tough. But I guess you get used to it. And every time I got that stick, I'd get into Jasjeet's character.
Tell us about your experience on the sets and all with so many.
I think it was a wonderful experience. It was a huge film. It was wonderful to be part of such a big film. It was a very different approach of working that Farhan and everybody have. It's a very disciplined, correct, proper approach. And it was fun. It was a new experience. I made a very dear friend in Boman Irani. I think he's a wonderful human being and a great person. And Shahrukh was lots of fun to be with on a film because we'd keep playing a lot of PlayStation games in his room. And it was wonderful. It was one big family out there, and we were locked up in Malaysia for a long, long time. And now we are ready with the film. And we all are happy with it.
What do you think of Farhan as a director? How was he handling the actors and stuff on set?
I think Farhan is really excelled. I think he was wonderful with Dil Chahta Hai and Laksh. I think he's one of our most sensible, sensitive, and at the same time very stylized directors. And after seeing Dawn, I think he's really proved himself again as somebody who is leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of directors in this country.